सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ श्री परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ॐ श्री वेदव्यास संहर्षे नमः। समस्त ब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषामनुग्रहद्वारेण उपनिषदादुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणेव प्राप्त्यर्थं शरणागतिप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्तिकल्याणार्थं भक्तानां साधकानां विघ्ननिवारणसामर्थ्यवाप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्ब्रह्माण्डपुराणान्तर्गत अध्यात्मरामायणशास्त्रस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। गोवर्धनाष्टकस्य गोपिकागीतस्य पारायणं च अन्ते वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्रीरामनामसङ्कीर्तनौ। श्रीराम जय जय राम 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 जय जय राम जय राम। ओम नमोस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यः नमोस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। Saluting to all the Rishi, Muni, Guru, Devata, especially to Sitarama, Uma Maheshwara, Sri Vyasa, and all the Rishi Muni of Bhagavata or of Ramayana, right from beginning, and also of this age, so too to our own Guru Parampara and Guru. We are into the study of the Brahmana Purana. In the Brahmana Purana, the Adhyatma Ramayana. In the Adhyatma Ramayana, we have come into the Ayodhya Kandam. In that Ayodhya Kandam, we are in the 6th Sarga. In that 6th Sarga, we are in the portion where the second day of Sri Rama, Lakshmana, Sita's Vanavasa. First night, they were staying at Tamasa Tira. All the public were there. They were all will be a burden to Rama as well as they suffer. So Bhagavan Urat Swaya Nai just told Sumantra, just to confuse them in the path, move ahead. Then they traveled that night, next day, till evening, they reached to that Shungaverapura near the Ganga Tata. So there they were doing that stay. Then Sri Lakshmanji made that bed made of kusha grass, etc. for Sita and Rama. They were lying. Guha and Lakshmana were doing the paredari. At that time, Guha says, Ramji, itne kya hai? These are the people because of which Sri Rama is going through dukkha. To answer it, Sri Lakshmanji was telling us this beautiful portion that our own swakruta karma of the past is the result of, is the giver of the result of sukha dukkha in this present moment. Therefore, somebody else is the giver of sukha dukkha, is a kubuddhi. The subuddhis, we are the giver of dukkha to us by doing papa, we are the giver of sukha by doing us punya, and we are the givers of moksha to ourselves by doing adhyatmic sadhana. Let such thoughts become firmly established. We have to be established in those thoughts so that we don't depend on anyone for anything, rather, and also we don't blame anyone. Thus, we are no more in a wrong channel of avoiding dukkha and getting the sukha. We are only in the right channel I myself no more will do any papa because it's going to give me dukkha. I myself will do with all my initiative punya, whatever is possible, because it's going to be sukha. Even beyond these two is what? Let me study Shastra, know the Paramatma, Swarupa Ityadi, and know the sadhanas to reach to Him. This sadhana I will do and get permanent moksha. In this way, Sri Lakshmanji telling himself also, telling to Uddhavji also, apne Guhaji, and to all of us also. So to that portion we have come yesterday in this sixth sarga. In today's class, in those 5-6 slokas more, Bhagavan Lakshmanji will teach the further things. Then it concludes. After that, the morning ho jata hai. Then everyone gets up. Sri Ramji moves from there, taking asking Guha to bring the Nava. बैठते हो पार करते हैं. Then Guha says, I'll continue for 14 years with you. Bhagavan says, I'll come back, beta. It's not for you. You be there. And that way, Kevata Guha is sent. Then they go to Bharadwaja ashram. There, 5, 7, 8 slokas, the Bharadwaja Atithya and all of that. From there, they go to Valmiki ashram. And there, the big chunk of 40, 30 slokas, in which, in one portion, Sri Valmiki ji tells the places where Sri Rama, Lakshmana, Bhagavan Rama stay. These are all sadhana related teachings. Then he tells his own life story, how he became Valmiki. So, by your Nama Ucharana, such a great you came here, my salutations to you. Then Rama asked place to stay. There only between the Gangaji as a Parvata in ashram is made by disciples of Valmiki along with Lakshmana and all. So there they stay 10 years. Then after that, all the things will happen. 10 years or maybe, hoga. Then the Ravana coming and all that will be further portion in the further sargas. All of that will be in this Ayodhya Kanda itself. Then the Aranya Kanda, slowly we will see further the things that are happening. Now let us do the chanting of it from the shloka number 10th one where we stopped. 10 से लेकर 27 तक let us chant. ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद् ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत श्रीमद् अध्यात्म रामायणम अयोध्या कांडम षष्ठः सर्गः. श्री महादेव उवाच. ओम यस्मिन् देशे च काले च यस्माद्वा येन केन वा कृतं शुभाशुभं कर्म भोज्यं तत्तत्र नान्यथा. अलम हर्ष विषादाभ्यां शुभाशुभफलोदये विधात्रावीतं यद्यत् तदलङ्घ्यं सुरासुरैः सर्वदा सुखदुःखाभ्यां नरः प्रत्यवरुध्यते. शरीरं पुण्यपापाभ्याम् उत्पन्नं सुखदुःखवतो सुखस्यानन्तरं दुःखं दुःखस्यानन्तरं सुखं द्वयमेतद्धि जन्तूनाम् अलङ्घ्यं दिनरात्रिवतो. सुखमध्ये स्थितं दुःखं दुःखमध्ये स्थितं सुखं द्वयमन्योन्यसंयुक्तं प्रोच्यते जलपङ्कवत्. तस्मात् धैर्येण विद्वांसः इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु न हृष्यन्ति न मुह्यन्ति सर्वं मायेति भावनात्. गुहलक्ष्मणयोरेवं भाषतोर्विमलं नभः बभूव रामः सलिलं स्पृष्ट्वा प्रातः समाहितः. उवाच शीघ्रं सुदृढां नावमानय मे सखे. श्रुत्वा रामस्य वचनं निषादाधिपतिर्गुहः स्वयमेव दृढां नावम् आनिनाय सुलक्षणां. स्वामिन् आरुह्यतां नौका सीतया लक्ष्मणेन च वाहये ज्ञातिभिः सार्धम् अहमेव समाहितः. तथेति राघवः सीताम् आरोप्य शुभलक्षणां गुहस्यस्तावालम्ब्य स्वयं चारोहयदच्युतः. आयुधादीन् समारोप्य लक्ष्मणोऽप्यारुरोह च गुहस्तान् वाहयामास ज्ञातिभिः सहितः स्वयं. गङ्गामध्ये गता गङ्गां प्रार्थयामास जानकी. देवि गङ्गे नमस्तुभ्यं निवृत्ता वनवासतः. रामेण सहिताहं त्वां लक्ष्मणेन च पूजये. इत्युक्त्वा परकूलं तौ शनैरुत्तीर्य जग्मतुः. गुहोऽपि राघवं प्राह गमिष्यामि त्वया सह. अनुज्ञां देहि राजेन्द्र नो चेत् प्राणान् त्यजाम्यहम्. श्रुत्वा नैषादिवचनं श्रीरामस्तमथाब्रवीत्. 14 समाः स्थित्वा दण्डके पुनरप्यहम् आयास्यामि उदितं सत्यं na satyam rama bhashitam ityuktva lingitam bhaktam samashvasya punah punah nivartayamasa guham sopi krutsrat yayau gruham. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now be careful, be serious, be sincere, both the speaker and spoken, both of us, not to miss this most practical and immediately usable, useful to be used knowledge given by Lakshmanaji. Let us be at least sincere to this jnanam in our life. So many things we heard and we never felt the necessity of them, might have not even practiced them. Many things तो हमने देख कर रख भी दिया होगा बिना भी चखे. तो ये वाला साधना तो हमको पक्का समझना है. In this entire Patanjali Yoga Darshana sadhana is there. In the next 8 shlokas what are given by Lakshmana is entire Yoga Darshana. And the basic point is explained that nobody is cause for our sukha, dukkha and moksha. Our own punya and papa sadhana are the cause. And Phaladata is Bhagavan. And to what phala is given? Bhagavan mentions in Shastra. Shastra is taught to us by Bhagavan only coming in the form of the Guru. So from the Guru having studied Shastra, then accordingly avoid papa, avoid dukkha, do punya, get sukha, rise above even that and do sadhana and get moksha permanent. That should be spashtata so far told. Now the 10th shloka se hum start karenge, and what was there till 9th shloka, I'll not repeat, you remember, it is your job. He says, Yasmin deshe cha kale cha yasmadva yena kena va krutam shubha ashubham karma bhojyam tat tatra na anyatha. Na anyatha, this rule cannot be made otherwise. Nobody can overrule this rule. This is how the entire world of jivas is going on getting operated. These are the rules and laws which are governing the entire universe made by Paramatma. Universe is made by Bhagavan, the rules also are made by Bhagavan, and he is the one who ensures that the rules are fully applied or followed or implemented. Nobody can transgress that. Nobody can trespass them. Those rules you have to follow. What is that? Now, very simple but very complete, therefore very important, therefore very useful. Yasmin deshe, in whichever the place you are, in your own house, in your office, or en route, on the path. Maybe in your different, jahan bhi ajato, place, jahan bhi, yasmin deshe. So too, yasmin kale, in whichever the time is any of the days from Padhyami to Paurnami or Padhyami to Amavasya. So too, the Monday to Sunday. So too, from Chaitram to that Phalgunam. So too, Prabhava to the last year. Any time. Kala. So too, in a day, early morning 3 o'clock, Brahma Muhurta, then Ushak Kala, then Pratah Kala, then Arunodaya, then Suryodaya Kala. Each of the time, 3 hours has its own name. So any time, दोपहर का काल कहो, दोपहर has come from द्वितीय प्रहर, prahara in Sanskrit word. Or maybe 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, रात में 12, any time, any place. Understood? Specifically told. Includes any of the situation, outer or inner. That is said here as yasmadva, yasmat karanat. The karana is your own inner noble ideas, say for you are doing punya, or your own ignoble desires, you are doing papa. Or the idea is given by someone for punya, or idea is given by someone for papa. So yasmat karanat. The karana also, whether it is your avidya, you are in moha, you are in ragadveshas, your own vasanas, your own kama krodha. So yasmat means yasmat karanat. The karanas are our own ajnanan, moha and kamana ityad. Outside the causes are because of some obligation, some temptation, some compulsion, some of the other reason. जो भी situation जो भी demand कर रहा होगा, कुछ भी कारण से यस्माद्वा means यस्मात् कारणात्वा येन केनवा. येन केन means by the body or by the speech or by the mind or with the help of anybody or with the any of the instruments. So yena kena is instrumental case. So with whatever the instruments, kaya, vacha, manasa, or any of the objects, then yasmadva means what? For whatever the reason, you are the reason, others are reason, government are reason, whatever it. Yasmin kale, in whichever the time, yasmin deshe, in whatever the place. Listen careful. Krutam, the thing done by you. So the thing done by you, in whichever the place, whichever time, whichever situation, for whatever the reason, with whatever the instruments. Krutam. And what are the things you can do? Only two things. साधना की बात थोड़ा साइड पे रखो फिलहाल इन दोनों की बात करो व्हाट आर द टू शुभ अशुभम so now make the whole sentence in one go whatever the shubha ashubha done by you with whatever the instruments in whatever the situation or place or time with whatever the purposes whatever you do it may be a fraction of a second little thought is done a fraction of a second half a word is uttered even a little movement you have done with the hands कर्म कहते हैं उसको कुछ भी हो किया चाहे वो शुभ हो या अशुभ हो किसी भी कारण से तुमने किया हो द थिंग इज व्हाट कर्म भोज्यम तत् द कर्म फल ऑफ दैट विल डेफिनेटली कम्स टू यू न अन्यथा इट कैन नॉट गो अदरवाइज No, not knowing this very subtle, sensitive idea, how careless we were in doing the Ashubha karma of insulting others, troubling others, cheating others, scolding others, biting others, beating others, barking at others. Even me, when I have to take a class, just do class and go. Even little thought of hurting you for any reason, if I do, ये पाप ही होता है more. हैव टू बी मोर सेंसिटिव सेंसिबल एंड से क्लास करना जाना बाकी लेना देना नहीं यदि यू कम टू क्लास आर नॉट रेगुलर आर इरेगुलर होमवर्क तो देना ही बंद किया हमने इट इज यू इट इज योर लाइफ यू आर वाइज यू आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी वाइज टू नो व्हाट्स गुड फॉर यू एंड टू डू हाउ कैन आई कमेंड और डिमांड इफ आई डू दैट आई विल बी डूइंग पाप that's where the highest level of guru shishya relation shishya by his own choice totally surrenders to guru and takes every word of him as an extreme order and implements it whether guru tells it to be done or not guru says जो सत्य है मैं बोलता हूँ उसे ज़्यादा मुझे कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेने की जरूरत नहीं होना चाहिए it is you the disciple who should understand the glory of that knowledge and you implement and get benefit to yourself गुरु का उपदेश होना देना ही है बस उससे ज़्यादा गुरु को कुछ कहना ही नहीं आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग एन एग्जाम्पल इन एवरीबडीज केस फॉर दैट मैटर इवन फ्रैक्शन ऑफ द मूवमेंट इन वन स्मॉल प्लेस लिटिल अशुभम डन by the kaya vacha manasa or little shubham also done by kaya vacha manasa that phala will come to us you can't avoid clear this is what so this sensitivity alertness all the time see that nothing of the papa ashubha is being done up from us that is called sadhana in this alertness only the new additions we don't do and existing things we get exhausted that is called the antakarana shuddhi so replace papa by the punya do with nishkama bhava that gives antakarana shuddhi and go only in the simple path there's no other thing I must know this self. That's it. Imagine Tapon Maharaj. Imagine Bhagavan Ramana Maharaj when they left their houses. What was there in their mind? Single point. Discover the self. That's it. They were neither in Punya nor in Papa. He went and sat in the Arunachala caves. Tapon Maharaj went into the Himalayan caves. Single thought, nothing else. Then that's how they reached. And then they guided millions later on. Of course, Tapan Maharaj through Gurudev. That should be our goal. Exclusively knowing the truth is my goal. That's it. No papa, no punya. क्या लेना देना इस दुनिया में? देखो, may we all be blessed for that. हे भगवान, कृपा करके ये वाला शुद्ध शुभेच्छा और संकल्प हमको देना. So replace the papam by punyam by sadhana. How clear it is, how simple it is. See Sri Lakshmanaji's teachings. Remember, the punya ka bhi phal hota hai, sukha. But sukha also makes us forget the Lord. As we just saw in Bhagavatam, Sukha is more dangerous in Dukkha because it pulls us into the world more. Dukkha is better. That's why when your wife troubles you, then only you remember Swami and the class. If she's so loving and kind and all, Jo aap maang to de diya, then you will never remember me. Or the Shastra or Swadhyaya or Sadhana. We have to know. See, once when you go to the higher level in our understanding of sadhana, we should change the thing. And from the standpoint of Papa, we must do punya. Because suffer ho hi ja rahe hum, paap kar karke dukh se. Now, how long it is? Let's do punya and be happy, comfortable life. But be careful that with happiness, comfort, we are bound to be जीवा एंड उपाधि युक्त संसारी और उसको भी हमें छोड़कर केवल साधना एंड सिद्धि सो शुभाशुभम कर्म भोज्यम तत तत्र na tatra means in this context na anyatha means the rules can never be amended or reversed or changed कर्ता को कर्म का फल का भोगना ही पड़ता है और कर्म शुभ हो या अशुभ हो कहीं भी क्या हो any place any time for any reason with any instruments small or bigger whatever the karma clear now comes the beautiful teachings of Sri Lakshmana Maharaj बहुत बढ़िया मजेदार He says here कि अलम हर्ष विषादाभ्याम शुभाशुभ फलोदये. Okay, you have done the shubha. Shubha's phala is sukha. When the sukha comes, generally people get excited, called as harsha. Another is ashubha phala. When we do the papa ka ashubha karma ka phala hota hai dukkha. When the dukkha comes, people get lost in the vishada. Clear? There are 2 points here. Ki never get excited with harsha or vishada when we get the phala of the punya and papa as sukha and dukkha. And I told you one of the days, maybe 3 or 4 times we discussed it. Yesterday also that came. We didn't talk it in that angle, but we spoke that yesterday also. What is that? When the dukkha comes to us. Dukkha is the result of papa. Never through dukkha. We have got rid of our papa. Therefore, should we become dukhi or happy? Because papa karma ka nash hua. Because the dukkha. Should we become dukhi or feel happy? Equally true is what? Whenever we are sukhi, the sukha comes to us because of punya phala. That means what? Punya kharch ho gaya. Therefore, should be sukhi or dukhi. Then what to do? Neither become dukhi nor sukhi. Then become haram harsha vishadabhyam, rise above both. Only know that papa punya ka kharch ho raha hai. Through the sukha dukkha. No more I am going to involve in papa punya. I am going to involve only in sadhana. That is why throughout Gita and all Shastras, thousands of times we were told to maintain the samatha. Alam harsha vishad. अब आज आपको लॉजिक मिल गया. We should not get excited with harsha, with the sukha arrival, nor should get depressed or demotivated, demoralized when the dukkha comes to us, which is the phala of the papa. Alam harsha vishadabhyam. Maintain the samatha. Shubha shubha phalodaye. Samatha. And the knowledge is this one. Ki my papa punya gave me my own sukha, dukkha sukha. So what is there to be excited or non-excited? Second is what? When you maintain the samatha and rise above papa punya and also the harsha vishada or sukha dukkha, that you can go toward the Paramatma. The Supreme Self, in whom neither punya nor papa nor sukha nor dukkha, but what is there is eternal, unchanging, immutable bliss or anandam. And what is the anandam there? The jnana anandam. What jnana anandam? That I am eternal sattva, that I am the pure consciousness. So this jnana is the one which gives ananda. Like I am an officer, never gives me ananda. What gives me ananda is when I am aware that I am officer. Therefore, when an officer is sleeping to his being an officer, he doesn't feel it. He doesn't make ananda. So the jnanam gives the ananda. Understood? Like I am eating a sweet. Eating sweet never gives me ananda. I am aware that I am eating sweet. gives me ananda. If the awareness is not there, you are aware of only TV, cricket match, you are not seeing the sweets which you are eating, then you don't enjoy. पूरा डब्बा खाली होता है. Then she asks, how was the sweet? अरे which sweet? How come? Because your awareness was not there. Therefore, the awareness is Ananda. And what is the awareness? That I am eternal, Satvastu. And I am pure consciousness. This is called the Atma Anandam there. So to pursue that, you have to be balanced in mind. To be balanced in mind, you have to withdraw from Harsha Shoka. To withdraw from Harsha Shoka, you should not do any Papa Punya anymore. And anything done in the past, when they come as Sukha Dukkha, don't get excited. Maintain the balance. हाँ ठीक है, सुख मिल रहा है. So because of Punya, it is getting exhausted. Dukh मिल रहा है. Some Papa I have been doing, I was doing, and that is getting exhausted. It's okay. No need to get excited. Ko haram alam harsha vishadabhyam shubhashubha phalodaye. Now the next line is equally true. Vidhatra vihitam yadhyat. Depending on our pa punya, whatever the sukha dukkha given by vidhata to all of us, alangyam sura suraihi. Even the devatas and rakshas also cannot do it otherwise. They also cannot cross. They also have to go through. Okay. Suradi Mahashaktishali also cannot change or wipe off or edit what is written by the Brahmadeva on our Lalat. You and I are human beings. Oh my dear, Guha, Kevata, just accept this highest knowledge and just live life with the goal clearly. And to everyone, the goal should be Paramatma. And for me, Paramatma, I gaye, mere bhai, I will do my service to him. That is my goal. I am not in Harsha when I was in Ayodhya, not I am in Vishada because this situation. And nothing remains permanent. As the Ayodhya didn't remain permanently, within few years they have to come out. So to the Vanavasa will not be permanent. Again they go back. And that also not permanent. Therefore, कोई भी लोक प्राप्ति सुख दुख प्राप्ति कोई भी जीव के लिए शाश्वत नहीं होता. जब तक कर्म का इन्फ्लुएंस है फल के लिए तब तक होता है. When that effect is over, like the petrol जितना है कार में वहाँ उतना तक चलेगा वो. The moment petrol is over, it stops. So too the punya petrol as long as there, sukha हो गया stop. पापा पेट्रोल जब तक है दुख ट्रेवल stop. Let us be very clear about. Now the next 4-5 slokas are of highest cadre. As I told you, the Sakala Yoga Darshanam is there in it. If you can visualize it. We'll try to see shloka by shloka, little by little, whichever, whatever we can do. One by one. First, Sarvada Sukha Dukkhabhyam Naraha Pratyavaruddhyate. Every human being encounters all the time Sukha and Dukkha. All the time they come in front of you. So this is the Ramayana level of teaching. In the Upanishad level, what is said, every human being encounters every moment the temptation both for Shreyas and Preyas. Among that, the Dhira selects the Shreyas and not Prayas. And the Manda Purusha selects the Prayas and not the Shreyas. That is the Upanishad we have highest teaching. At the level of Ramayana, what we are told, continuously every human being nara sukadukhabhyam pratyavaruddhyate. So pratyavaruddhyate means he is surrounded by, he is attacked by, he is encountered with sukadukha sarvada. Why is it so, sir? Because you are identified with the Deha, and Deha is a product of the both and Sukha, Punya and Papa done earlier. Therefore, as long as the body is there, which is the result of Papa Punya, will have to get the Sukha Dukkha continuously. Second line is this Shariram Punya Papa Abhyam Utpannam. पुण्य पाप के फल से वो वाला शरीर आया. उस पुण्य पाप के फल सुख दुख को भोगने के लिए. एंड आई द जीवा आइडेंटिफाइड विद दैट देहा, आई गेट दैट सुख दुख. Therefore, sukha dukkha actually come to the upadhi. But I have identified the upadhis from many lives. Therefore, I feel all those things are mine. Therefore, I suffer. So this is how the jiva suffers. This jiva, when he detaches from upadhi, sukha dukkha are not his. When he identifies with the self, he transcends all the karma. That's again pure Vedantic discussion. So keeping that in the background, we will study what Lakshmana is saying. This body, Shariram means what? Arrival of the body and arrival of the relations, now everything is only without Papa Punyam. When that is there, the result of Papa Punya in the form of Dukkha and Sukha have to come only. That's what in Yoga Darshan it is said, Jati Ayur Bhoga. Jati, where you are born, to whom, which parents you are born, who are the friends, relatives, who will be there around you throughout your life. Whether you are in the cradle, whether you are in the LKG or play school, whether you are in class 1, 2, 3, 10th class, plus 2, graduation, PG, you are in a company, in jobs, your leaders, you are the leader, your subordinates are team, in your job, which clubs you are a member of, you are a co-members, what's your position there. All this called jati. That is fixed. That's why we see in our life so many unimaginable things happening in us. We think of staying at a place permanently, but some situation pushes us to go from that place. Those who are gently accepting it, they are less miserable. Those who are not able to accept, they get frustrated. जाति की बात कह रहे हैं हम, इसमें सारे आते हैं. Second one is आयु. Ayu means how long I am to live. Even a second also is not extended. And then that Ayu, how it has to live, how we have to die, that also is fixed. कुछ भी करके कुछ बदलाव नहीं होता. These are all नाटक going on in the world of running to the doctors and देखो कोई बंदा डॉक्टर के आने से पहले मरी जाता, डॉक्टर ही मरता है. How many doctors, cardiologists died out of cardiac arrest? You can't question. He's a heart patient, heart doctor. How he died of heart attack? हर दिन हार्ट को तोड़ तोड़ के देख देख के. How many nephrologists suffering that nephro problem of kidneys? How many pulmonologists serving the pulmonologic problem? How many lawyers are suffering the legal problems? Themselves, उन्हीं के ऊपर cases. You see, nowadays. Hmm? Ayuhu, how long we are going to live and how we die, that also is decided. I'm just giving an example. कोई एक्सीडेंट से मरा, कोई पानी में डूब कर मरा, कोई पिस्तौल के, कोई खुद आत्महत्या करके. Please all, at the yoga level or the adhyatma level, they're all fixed. We not worry. At the vyavahara level, the struggles go on and ठीक है, उनको ये सब पता नहीं. हमको भी उतना नहीं पता, जितना पता होने से हमको रिलैक्सेशन होता है. So jati and ayu, third one bhogaha. Which sukha and which dukkha through what means it comes. That also is fixed. You may be रहेंगे महलों में for some time. When the पुण्य is over, झोपड़ी में भी आ जाते हैं, झोपड़ी वाले महल में. देखो, then ex-president of ours, somewhere he was giving lecture, he collapsed. President, अरे president है तो क्या, उनके प्रारब्ध में ऐसे मरना ही तो मरेगा. They are to be prime minister, they were shot by their own Angarakshaka. You see that? Totsobe, what is his name, Japan? The PM was finished. Jati is Janma, Ayu is longevity, Bhoga is all Sukha Dukkha. How long that Dukkha, how long that Sukha, in what way that Dukkha Sukha will come, who will bring it? Very fixed है. देखो, as a human, na, only one choice of doing Adhyatmika sadhana we have. Other than that, womb to tomb, birth to death, everything is fixed. With the knowledge of Aham Jivosmi or Atmasmi, the influence of these inevitable things we can reduce. That is called as greatest Purushartha of the knowledge. When you gain the knowledge, with that you can detach from the things, allow them to happen without influencing much. Like I have the knowledge that I am not there. Just because I got the knowledge I am not body, Body problems are not avoided, but I will not suffer that much because this knowledge helped me to detach. That's the difference between a Vedanti who thoroughly, sincerely studies Vedanta and knows that he is a Sakshi of Deha. Not that he realized the Atma, but at least little practice of Sakshi Bhava did it. His suffering will be less when the body, because Prarabdha, goes through Dukkha. And the other fellow who thinks I am the Deha only, he makes a hangama only when something happens. दोनों को वही होता है. बट किस एक ने ज्यादा दुखी हुआ बिकॉज ऑफ हिज टोटल आइडेंटिटी विद इग्नोरेंस, अदर ने कम बिकॉज ही अंडरस्टूड विद विजडम, इज ओनली द साक्षी ऑफ देह इत्यादि. That's why the knowledge alone has the power to liberate us from whatever is happening to the prakriti krita every upadis. And an ignorant jiva only identifying the upadi, he suffers. That's what our yoga sutras. See what it says, yoga chittavrti nirodha tada dastu swarupi avasthanam and moksha. If that is not done, vrutti sarupam itaratra, the thoughts are there. With the thoughts we identify, thoughts identify with upadis, and upadis go through various prarabdha, and all of them are experienced by this jiva but not Paramatma. I am Paramatma but I feel like I am jiva, and I feel all those sukha dukkha are mine. All that extension of the discussion because we are studying other shastras. What Lakshmana says is what? Ki sarvada sukha dukkhabhyam naraha prati avarudhyate. Human beings are out and surrendered by sukha dukkha all the time. Why? Shariram punya papabhyam utpannam. The body is born out of sukha dukkha punya papa, and therefore sukha dukkha vatu. Vatu means vatu pratyam. So sharira is sukha dukkhavan. That is why every human being identifies deha. For some time is sukhi, sometime is dukhi, depending on the condition of the sharira and the things related to the sharira. This is one very essential thing we have to understand. Now the next one. Sukhasya anantaram dukkham, dukkhasya anantaram sukham. Immediately after the sukha, the dukkha comes. Immediately after the dukkha, the sukha comes. And dayam etadhi. Now remember, jantu nam alangyam dinaratrivat. Like you can't avoid the night coming after the day is over. You cannot avoid the day coming after the night is over. Come what may. तुम किचने में लाइट बंद करके दरवाजा बंद करो, आपको रोशनी आएगा ही बाहर. So you cannot stop the day coming from by closing lights. So too, when the night comes, how many ever lights you may put on, you are not avoiding the night and bringing the day. In the same way, sukh ke baad dukh, dukh ke baad sukh will come like din ke baad raat, raat ke baad din. And dvayam, these two, arrival of sukh dukh alternatively, alanghyam, not crossable, avoidable. By whom? The jantu. Who is a jantu? A jiva identified with the upadis. Now here is where entire Vedanta, because Guha may be or may not be qualified for that. So Lakshman is not touching upon those great subtle Vedantic things. But you and I can discuss. Ki for a jantu, the sukha dukkha arrival continuously be there, he cannot avoid. But the one who is becoming sadhaka, slowly can evolve. And in his evolution, only thing gained is knowledge. And in the knowledge, what is done? Please remember these 4-5 things. One, it is the jiva who is identified with upadis, does the karma. And that jiva only gets the karma phala through the upadi. And the upadis are the stula sharira and the outer world, people, etc. But more than all of them, the upadi of the jiva is his own inner chitta. Therefore, the jiva in his ajnana dasha, that is the Atma Swarupa, gets identified with the chitta. And chitta has got the 3 gunas in that. Because of the 3 gunas, the chitta does the 3 types of sattvic, rasic, tamasic karma. And because of these 3 karmas, to that chitta alone, the sukha dukkha adi come. Identifying with that, this vritti sarupya mitratra, the jiva goes on suffering. Then one of the highest sadhana is what? That is what we saw in a Drukdusha Viveka when we studied in Telugu. All the Sukha Dukkha giving emotions, all are the vritti or thoughts of the mind only. You are only a Drashta and Sakshi Chaitanya. You need not involve in that. In this way, deeply when you maintain, here it is said you are into Drishyanavidya or Shabdhanavidya Savikalpa Samadhi. This is said in Yoga Bhasha as Sampragnata Samadhi. Then the Nirvikalpa Samadhi said in Vedanta is called as Asampragnata Yoga or Samadhi in the Yoga Bhasha. Therefore, what is the entire yoga sadhana? Is chitta vrittiyon ka nirodh karna. कौन सा रजोतमो? Why? They are the ones which make us do papa and they give us dukkha. Sattva guna vrittis make us do the punya, but that also binds us with sukha. Therefore, the sattva guna of the chitta we have to use for gaining the atma jnana, tattva jnana, brahma jnana, swarupa jnana. Then we become mukta. See the connection of yoga? Everything is given here. And then this point, Sukhasyanantaram Dukkham, Dukkhasyanantaram Sukham, is a continuous thing going on happening. The causes from the world coming because of the Papa Punya done in the past, and they are affecting our mana. And if we become absolutely alert about the mana and maintain the detachment distance from the mana, then the mana, whatever the ups and downs it's going through, you need not get reacting to it. That's called the Samadrushti. That is called as detached from the Prakriti. That is called as trying to remain in the Purusha, which is called as the Asampragnata Yoga or Viveka Khyati in Yoga Bhasha. And in our own inadvertence, because of variety of expectations in us, sankalpas in us, kamanas in us, born in from our own vasana, we allow our mind only to do something and to get the result of it in the form of sukha और दुख. निरंतर लगातार चलता ही रहता है. We have to arrest this flow of sukha dukkha coming into the mind by maintaining samatha. Samatha maintenance will happen only when we know our goal is nothing of the outer world. Our goal is only Paramatma. Thereafter, the sukha dukkha coming because of punya papa phala. They can maximum touch the mind. Therefore, the highest level of sadhaka, what he does, arrival of sukha and dukkha is not in my hands, but I becoming sukhi or dukhi is in my hands. So instead of identifying the upadhi and becoming sukhi dukhi, I try to develop the drashta bhava and sakshi bhava and reduce my suffering. At the same time, I will pursue only spiritual sadhana. I will not involve in any punya and papa so that the new agami is not added for me to become sukhi dukhi or to get sukha dukkha in the future. That is what a wise person is thinking. And another wise person, so many things he goes on doing sankalpa and tries to do something for that. And then it yields sometime, he jumps in joy with sukha and it doesn't happen, he becomes dukhi. And throughout the day, the fickleness of the mind with which we identify is so sensitive that for a fraction of second only, it stays in a mood of sukha and immediately in next fraction it goes into the mode of dukkha, again into the sukha and into the dukkha. I'll give you an example. You are in an office. Working up to 5:36, by the time you wanted to go, a new file the boss gave and a urgent आधा घंटे करके जाओ. Immediately the moment the file is there, immediately dukkha came. By the time you finish the file, there is a sukha that I can go home. But immediately dukkha comes, will I get my next transport? Because every day's bus is gone. In that dukkha you are there. Then you come into the bus stand, waiting with dukkha for the another bus to come. The moment bus comes, you become sukhi. When the bus comes nearer to you, you see the number is different and it goes to some other place. Then you are dukhi. You see that change? Somehow the bus of your choice comes. You feel happy before boarding. The moment you board it, again you are dukhi because all seats are occupied. You have to stand. Dukhi, dukhi. Suddenly somebody got up and you are sukhi that you got the seat to sit. कितना फ्लक्चुएट हो रहा है कि नहीं? Then you call home, घर में wife को, with an anticipation. You call her and ask कि ये क्या बना रही है? Then she says, ये बना रही हूँ मैं. That you ate frustrated of that eating, immediately become dukhi. Then you ask her, do you have this to make? She says, yes. Immediately you become sukhi. Then you had suggest her along with this particular bhaji or sabji, ये भी सलाद बना देना. Out of sukha you tell her. Immediately says, यार वो सलाद के लिए गाजर वगैरह आई नहीं. Then again become dukhi. By the time suddenly traffic jam, dukhi हो गए. How fickle is our mind, is it not? Or the next person to you got down in a place, you become so sukhi. यार अब थोड़ा फैलाकर पाँव बैठा सकते हैं. In next 2 minutes में another station come, a double fat fellow comes and sits there again dukhi. होता है कि नहीं? Somebody is smoking in the bus, dukhi. Or you opened the window, ठंडा हवा आ गया, दुखी. क्लोज किया, सुख मिला, लेकिन गर्मी हो गया, फिर से खोला. And you are going through a dump yard, again foul smell came, again dukhi. Are you observing how our mind's mood changes from sukha dukkha? Every moment, every moment. Then you go home, there is raining in between, or something is dug there, or some dharna is going on. Somehow reach at 7 o'clock. You enter there, then you want to take bath. Geyser काम नहीं कर रहा, गर्म पानी नहीं है, again दुखी. Somehow ठंडे पानी नहा कर आए हैं. Then you are sitting at dining table, then कोई से नमक कम है या मिर्च कम है या क्वांटिटी कम है. And by the time you do that, you are asking फिर बेटा आया कि नहीं. No, वो तो शाम को 4 बजे अभी तक नहीं आया. Again दुख and tension. See the mind's fickleness. I gave this one episode example. Throughout life, that's what happens when you go to a shop also. Reaching the shop is a sukha. Immediately you ask for the items. He shows. You see it, but badhiya hai, sukha. You ask the cost. It is unbearable to you. Again dukhi. Then you tell your budget. In that he shows that cost wala. But that you don't like. Again dukhi. Then by the time cost and the quality matching thing you try to take it, immediately in that there will be some shortcoming you find. It's not matching with the occasion of again dukhi. Everywhere. Go to the hotel, get the menu card, then you look into that, your choice of item is not there, दुखी. चल ठीक है, you balance करके जो है खाएंगे, करके चलो भाई ये लेके आओ. He says वो आज नहीं बना सर, या खत्म हो गया. Then the dukhi. Then somehow you order something excited to. When it comes, then it is pathetic taste. Dukhi. Somehow you finish to happily want to go out. The bill is itna bada. Again dukhi. With the children also. Second में rushta, second में tushta. Tushta is happy, rushta is miserable or angry. This is how the man ka sthiti, because of expectations, and the jiva who identify with such mind will always be in this dual mode of sukha dukkha all the time. That's called jiva. The only way is what? Rising above all this drama by identifying with our own essential self. There is no other permanent solution. Temporary solutions are there. You can have drugs, you can have drinks, you can have sleeping pills, you can sleep like buffalo or commit suicide, but they are not recommended. They are not Shastriya Paddhati to cross this Sukha. They are all Bhayankara Ghora Paddhatis. आया कि नहीं समझ में? सुखस्य अनंतरम दुखम, दुखस्य अनंतरम सुखम. With the wife also. When he smiles, so happy. Frowning face she keeps. Again डर लगा कि क्या मांगेगी, क्या डिमांड है, हमारे मांगे पूरी करो. Then she is also so fickle funny. 1 second she is happy, another second suddenly उनको कुछ याद आता है. Again become miserable. And you are trying to pacify her from last 2000 lives. And they have the knack of never showing their happiness outside and getting whatever they want from inside. They have that art. And this useless man goes on trying to make her happy. And in trying to make her happy, he is always miserable. And she is happy inside. मैंने उनको उल्लू बना दिया. बनाया क्या था, इसलिए तो शादी किया. It is only continuing. Is it not? Everywhere so with a दोस्त also. तो उसको खुश करने के लिए क्या क्या नाटक गेम करते जाते. This came in our Bhagavata. That great two stories, you remember? The story of Bharata with the deer and the story of fourth skanda mein last mein hai. That Purandara and Purandari, Puranjana and Puranjani. Bharata also, when the deer was happy, he was happy. The deer is sad, he is sad. When the deer is not seen, he is afraid, he gets out of the bed or this japa and puja and runs for it. The Tadhatmya ho gaya wo. He himself is died and born only as deer again. The Puranjana, Puranjani also. If the Puranjani is happy, he is happy. Puranjani is miserable, he is miserable. Here in the Drishtanta, the Puranjani is Buddhi or Chitta, Puranjana is Jiva. How beautifully it was taught to us, if you remember all that. Swayam was with Pururava and Urvashi. Urvashi was intelligent. She knows what for she came, what she wants. After what she got, she just kicked that fellow and went because she fixed in her mind. This fellow never imagined that she will leave her because he poured out all his sampada, prema, everything to her. It was a shock of his life. Then it was so miserable to him. But that is the time where all his upasanas to devatas, seva to the Brahmana and Guru came to his rescue. That bittermost experience gave him the highest level of vairagya, after which he never looked back. He went to the Guru, heard the Tattva, meditated, realized, and wrote that Pururavas, that whole story. He wrote that GEETHAM there. Understood how we have to learn from the Shastras and for others from others' experience and our experiences also. The fact is, so many Papa Punya we have done, another bomb I am throwing. Which Papa will fructify at what time to give what an amount of dukkha, including death, we don't know. So, to which Punya gets fructified to give us what level of sukha, we don't know. In this world, to a funny incidences, people died out of heart attack because of listening to good news also. तुमने केस कोर्ट में जीता, जीत गया मैं, रुक गया दिल. The world is very funny. Jeetam is very funny. Be prepared. So this is what Sukasya anantaram dukkham, dukkasya anantaram sukham. Dvayam etadhi jantunam alanghyam dinaratrivat. Therefore, a seeker seeking the self should remain as sakshi to all this as much as possible. And don't do new punya papa karma. Only two karmas to be done. One is dharma karma, second is adhyatmika sadhana karma. And we have to be very fixed in it. The more we are fixed in it and follow, to that extent we are doing sadhana, growing in sadhana. And finally, we have to be fully established. Na punyam na papam. Only dharmam and adhyatmika sadhana. That's it. Then no sukha dukkha will come to you. Dharma gets exhausted of all. Dharma makes exhaustion of all these prarabdhas, all these runas that are there. And adhyatmika sadhanas are taking us beyond the Upadi Tadatmya, Jiva Bhava Tadatmya, and revealing to us our essential nature. That's how we become Mukta. Ho gaya? Now the same thing said in other words, Sukha Madhye Sthitam Dukkham. Sukha बीच में दुख है. So to dukha madhye sthitam sukham, between two dukhas there is a sukham. Dvayam anyonya samyuktam. Both of them are like two sides of a coin. Prochate jala pankavat. Just like the water and mud. In the mud there is water. In the water there is mud. So too, between two sukhas there is dukkha. Between two dukkhas there is sukha. Therefore sukha dukkha are so jigri dost, like two sides of a coin. एक ही साइड के द्वारा वो चलता नहीं, दोनों होना ही पड़ता है. See the important things. If you really become serious about this entire mechanism and help ourselves with this conviction of knowledge and avoid becoming harshayuta, shokita, become arayavla sukha dukkha, and avoid doing punya and papa, stick only to dharma and sadhana, will it not change our entire life? That is why we said this portion of Lakshmana's teaching to Guha is such an important thing for us in our present life of sadhana. More important because we are bogged up by sukha and dukkha, demanding the sukha and depending on the people, thinking they are the givers. Therefore, we are attaching to someone who is giving sukha. We are hating someone who is giving us dukkha. Whole life is in this samsara. वेरी वेरी एसेंशियल टॉपिक. ओके, देयरफॉर क्या करना चाहिए? द्वयम अन्योन्य संयुक्तम प्रोच्यते जलपंकवत. They are endowed with each other. You can't separate them like the water and mud. Tasmat. Therefore, dhairyena. With all your dhirata. This we'll talk tomorrow a little more. Vidvamsaha. The one who knows or intellectually understood from the Guru, the Paramatma is the goal. Ishta anishta upapattishu. When the Ishta and Anishta come, na hrusyanti, na muhyanti. They never jump out of skin with harsha, nor they get into the misery. How to do all that? This also little bit I have to touch tomorrow. Sarvam Maya iti bhavanat. That's what I said. This subject is totally dealing with the yoga sadhana. What is that? All this is Maya. And Maya in our life comes in the form of the mana. And therefore everything is manakai khel hai. That mana in the yoga vasha is called as chitta. And the chitta scale is through the vritti. With its own inherent three gunas, the chitta will have shanta and ghora and moda vritti, because of which it does the punya karma, then semi pava punya karma and pava karma, and therefore it gets that type of the results. So, sarvam maya means sarvam manokrutam. That is why manah param karanam amananti. So what we study in Bhikshu Gita, that nobody the cause of Sukha Dukkha, your own mind. What is said by here, that Maya iti bhavanat. What is said in Yoga Shastra, the Chitta Vritti, then you get Adhyatma with that. The Vrittis are Shanta, you are Sukhi. Vrittis are Ghora, you are agitated. Vrittis are Moda, you are miserable. You are Tadatma with that. Therefore, what to do? You have to be blissful. How to find the bliss? By establishing in the self. How to establish in the self? By detaching from those which are making us jiva. What are the making you jiva? The chitta vrittis. That what to do? Tamo rajo anatmaka chitta vritti. To remove them, then through sattva vritti, pursue your own self. And at the last moment of experience of the self, even drop the sattva guna, be one with the tattva. Then we are finishing your journey. See, the Yoga, the Vedanta, Adhyatma Ramayana, Bhagavata, all of them are telling us unanimously the same reasons for Bandha and Moksha sadhanas. So we can, if we have the intelligence and alertness, coordinate between all these informations and get the clear picture for ourselves, decide what to do, what to achieve, keep on doing and achieve. That's it. In this way, Guha Lakshmanayoho evam bhashataha. In this way, whole night, Guha and Lakshmana were talking. Vimalam Namaha Babhuva. The night came free from the mala of the darkness. That means Subha ka time ho gaya. Ramaha Salilam Sprishtva. Then Lord Rama, what he had to do in the morning, he has done it too. Prataha, early morning, Samaitaha, with full discipline as he was doing it in Ayodhya. Same he did here also. Then Uvacha, he spoke to whom? That Guha. Shighram Sudradam Navam Anaya Me. He Sakhe. Oh, my dear friend, for my sake, bring a firm Nava. Having heard this, then Kevata Guha brings the Nava. Then what happens after that? Tomorrow we will see. It's a very important thing we are discussing from last 4 days or 3 days of the Guha Lakshmana Samvada, where the Prarabdha Purushartha things are very clearly told. If the Purushartha is Papa Punya, the Prarabdha will be Dukkha Sukha. If the Purushartha is Adhyatmic Sadhana, the Phala will be Moksha. Choice is ours. World remains same, resources remain same. You will be there in the same world. Situations won't change for you. You have to change your connection from the Sukha Dukkha giving Papa Punya to the Moksha giving Adhyatmic Sadhana and walk that path. The Shastra and Guru alone will inform about this to us, will clear all our doubt, will inspire us, will empower us, will continually guide us and protect us. Other than Guru and Shastra, nobody has that ability, capacity, stamina, time in this way continuously to guide us, bless us, protect us, take us toward the moksha marga. Nobody can do. And that Guru and Shastra are the expression of Bhagavan to be accessible to us. Those who have complete understanding of it and using that, they are the luckiest fellows. And those who have not understood, keep away from the Guru and Shastra, and keep away from the Moksha Marga Adhyatmic Sadhana, and run with his own Antakarana into Shubhashva Karma, will be lost in the samsara of the Sukha and Dukkha. एक एक आता ही रहता है. He will be like in the waters. Wave comes, wave goes, wave comes. And the one who is in the boat or in water, according to the waves movement, he also comes and goes. Either come out of the ocean or get drowned in the ocean. Getting drowned in the ocean is devotion. Coming out of the ocean is meditation. Jnana marga. In either cases, you are liberated. Drown in devotion or come out of commotion in your Sakshi Chaitanya Bhava. If you don't do that, Vritti Sarupya Mitratra, we will be only in Sarupata with the Vritti, and whatever the Vrittis are, you identify with them. Sukha Vritti hai to Sukhi ho gaye, Dukkha Vritti ho gaye, Dukhi ho gaye, Dvesha Vritti ho gaye to Dveshi ho gaye, Kama Vritti ho to Kami ho gaye. Then you are always tossed up and down according to the Vritti. So we are clubbing yoga, clubbing bhakti, clubbing Vedanta, clubbing Bhagavatam, सब मिलाकर हम सारांश को समझ रहे हैं. थैंक यू. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिद पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. Today we'll chant the Govardhana Ashtakam as well as our Gopika Geetham. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः. ओम भाग्याब्धिचन्द्रिका भक्तचित्तकेकि गणागना रोगभरोतदम्भोळिर्मृत्युदारुकुठारिकाय नमो नमः. ओम नासै रोगहरै सौपीरा जपत निरन्तरहनुतवीरा. ओम श्री हनुमद्वीराय नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम राम 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 राम. वेरी गुड. ओम श्री कृष्णानुग्रहेण कृष्ण दर्शन कृष्णानुभव प्राप्ति द्वारा मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृते विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम विश्व शांति कल्याणार्थम भक्तानां विघ्न निवारण साधनमाप्त्यर्थम श्री गोवर्धनाष्टकस्य गोपिका गीतस्य पारायणमयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. लेट अस चैंट इट. ओम आदौ ओम अथ श्री गोवर्धनाष्टकम्. ओम गुणातीतं परं ब्रह्म व्यापकं भूधरेश्वरं गोकुलानन्ददातारं वन्दे गोवर्धनं गिरिं गोलोकाधिपतिं कृष्ण विग्रहं परमेश्वरं चतुष्पदार्थदं नित्यं वन्दे गोवर्धनं गिरिं. नानाजन्मकृतं पापं दहेत तूलं हतहुताशनः कृष्णभक्तिप्रदं शश्वत वन्दे गोवर्धनं गिरिं सदानन्दं सदा वन्द्यं सदा सर्वार्थसाधनं साक्षिणं सकलाधारं वन्दे गोवर्धनं गिरिं स्वरूपं स्वस्तिकासीनं सुनासाग्रं कृते क्षणं ध्यायन्तं कृष्ण कृष्णेति वन्दे गोवर्धनं गिरिं विश्वरूपं व्रजाधीशं वल्लवी वल्लभप्रियं विह्वलप्रियमात्मानं वन्दे गोवर्धनं गिरिं आनन्दकृत्सुराधीश कृतसंभारभोजनं महेन्द्रमदहन्तारं वन्दे गोवर्धनं गिरिं कृष्णलीलारसाविष्टं कृष्णात्मानं कृपाकरं कृष्णानन्दप्रदं साक्षात् वन्दे गोवर्धनं गिरिं गोवर्धनाष्टकमिदं यः पठेद्भक्तिसंयुतः तन्नेत्रगोचरो याति कृष्णो गोवर्धनेश्वरः इदं श्रीमद्घनश्याम नन्दनस्य महात्मनः ज्ञानिनो ज्ञानिरामस्य कृतिर्विजयतेतराम इति श्रीगोवर्धनाष्टकम् अथ श्रीगोपिका गीतम् दिस् इस् इन् भागवत पुराण गोप्यः ऊचुः ॐ जयति तेऽधिकं जन्मना व्रजः श्रयत इन्दिरा शश्वतत्र हि दयितदृश्यतां दिक्षु तावकाः त्वयि धृतासवः त्वां विचिन्वते शरदुदाशये साधुजातसत् सरसिजोदर श्रीमुषादृश सुरतनाथ ते शुल्कदासिकाः वरदनिघ्नतो नेह किं वदः विषजलाप्ययात् व्यालराक्षसात् वर्षमारुतात् वैद्युतानलात् वृषमयात्मजात् विश्वतो भयात् वृषभते वयं रक्षितामुहुः न खलु गोपिका नन्दनो भवान् अखिलदेहिनाम् अन्तरात्मदृक् विखनसार्थितो विश्वगुप्तये सख उदेयिवान् सात्वतां कुले विरचिता भयं वृष्णिधुर्यते शरणमीयुषां संसृतेर्भयात् करसरोरुहं कान्तकामदं शिरसि देहिनः श्रीकरग्रहं व्रजजनार्तिहन् वीरयोषितां निजजनस्मया ध्वंसनस्मित भज सखे भवत् किङ्करीस्मनः जलरुहाननं चारुदर्शय प्रणतदेहिनां पापकर्शनं तृणचरानुगं श्रीनिकेतनं फणिफणार्पितं ते पदाम्बुजं कृणुकुचेषु नः कृन्दिहृच्चर्यं मधुरया गिरा वल्गुवाक्यया बुधमनोज्ञया पुष्करे क्षण विधिकरीरिमा वीरमुह्यतीः अधरशीधुना आप्याययस्वनः तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः प्रहसितं प्रिया प्रेमवीक्षण विहरणं च ते ध्यानमङ्गलं रहसि संविदो या हृदि स्पृशः कुहकनो मनः शोभयन्ति हि चलसि यद्व्रजात् चारयन् पशून् नलिनसुन्दरं नाथ ते पदं शिलतृणाङ्कुरैः सीदतीति नः कलिलता मनाः कान्त गच्छति दिनपरीक्षये नीलकुन्तलैः वनरुहाननं बिभ्रदावृतं घनरजस्वलं दर्शयन्मुहुः मनसि न स्मरं वीरयच्छसि प्रणतकामदं पद्मजार्चितं धरणिमण्डनं ध्येयमापदि चरणपङ्कजं शन्तमं च ते रमणस्नस्तनेषु अर्पयादिहन् सुरतवर्धनं शोकनाशनं स्वरितवेणुना सुष्ठुचुम्बितं इतरागवे स्मारणं नृणां वितरवीरनः तेधरामृतम् अटति यद्भवान् अह्निकाननं त्रुटियुगायते त्वामपश्यतां कुटिलकुन्तलं श्रीमुखं च ते जड उदीक्षतां पक्ष्मकृदृशां पतिसुतान्वय भ्रातृबान्धवान् अतिविलङ्घ्यते हि अच्युतागताः गतिविदस्तवोत् गीतमोहिताः कितवयोषितः कस्त्यजेन्निशि रहसि संविदौ हृच्छयोदयं प्रहसिताननौ प्रेमवीक्षणं बृहदुरश्रिया श्रियो वीक्ष्य धामते मुहुरति स्पृहा मुह्यते मनः व्रजजनौकसां व्यक्तिरङ्गते वृजनहन्त्र्यलौ विश्वमङ्गलं त्यजमनाक्षनः तत्स्पृहात्मनां स्वजनहृद्रुजां यन्निषूदनौ यत्ते सुजातचरणाम्बुरुहंस्तनेषो भीताशनै प्रियदधीमहि कर्कशेषो तेनाटवीमटसि तत् व्यथतेन किं स्वितो कूर्पादिभिर्भ्रमति धीर भवदायुषान्नः इति गोपिका गीतं सम्पूर्णम्. In one of the lives, Bhagavan may give us a good heart, good tone, so we may sing it better. Now, though we are enjoying chant. With this, Krishna Sambandha Stotras in this book are over. Now we will have some 10-12 sloka stotras related to Bhagavan Hanuman. Then we will have some related to Venkateshwara Bhagavan and all the miscellaneous stotras. Thank you. ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् देवसहित प्रसवा तत्तेन परिञ्जामि अमृते अमृतवर्षं श्रावय अमृतोपस्तु प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविर् ब्रह्माग्नो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्मसमाधिना अन्नं चतुर्विधं स्वादु रसैषु समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो नमः महानैवेद्य निवेदयामि मध्ये मध्ये अमृतपानि उत्तरापोष्णमस्तपाद रक्षाणाचमन ताम्बूल नीराजनान्दर्शयामं नीलमेघश्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन्मोहन बाल गोपाल कृष्ण वेणुगानलोल वेदांत वेद्य नवनीत चोर भक्त जनाधार परमदयावाद्य मुक्ति संदाय गीतामृदात परमयोगी कृष्ण पार्षद रूक्षानुगुणा तत्र सूर्योवतारकं नेमामितवन्तमे भानुत्सवास नारायण विद्वयवास्य तन्नो विष्णुदास सीतावल्लभैरा तातुषाय महादेशं तत्त्वधर्म तत्र महादेव नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या ब्रह्मलोकादादि वाक्यम बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्म सूत्र योग वासिष्ठ पातंजलि योग सूत्र अध्यात्म रामायण सूत्र संहिता शिवपुराणादि समस्त सनातन वैदिक संस्कृते श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय श्री वेदव्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय श्री वेदव्यास विश्वामित्र विष्णु वाल्मीकि तुलसीदास आदि श्री रामायणाचार्य की जय श्री वेदव्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकर आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय आज के आनंद की जय नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम अम्बे अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय बोलो भाई समस्त श्रोता साधक जिज्ञासु सेवक उपासक मंडली की जय. Thank you friends. One more day with all your cooperation at the feet of Paramatma. God bless you all. Thank you.